Golden Rose winner back in September. He's already assured his lot in life as a stallion. His name is Hallowed Crown.
Look, he's a lovely horse. He was dominant at Rosehill because he got that little prat on the point of the turn. He'll start able to pick himself up. There was more given that track than we got here today. This track's just turned up that little bit. But look, he's got improvement to come at Rosehill. He's got it here today. He's tightened up nicely here, Hallowed Crown. Look, the mile's the new journey. But look, I'm not worrying and querying whether he's going to run it or not. He hasn't had to go there in his career yet. He's only had the 6 starts for 5 wins. He looks well here. He's come on since the win at Rosehill. I don't think there's much between these three.
The VRC Derby winner, number 2 preferment for Chris Waller and Jason Collett. Well, no query in regards to getting the mile, but will he be nippy enough over the mile?
I doubt it. I really think I still even might think they might be too quick for him at Rosehill, but back here on, was it day 2 of the championships, the Derby? I think that'll be when he comes to the fore. He looks terrific today. Have a look at him how he's really come on, and wait till you see him in a few weeks' time again after that. He's starting to blossom as a galloper, this fella. Lacks a tactical speed, but he'll stay.
He's another future stallion. He's a Caulfield Guineas winner. Of course, his brother Deepfield's got so much talent. His name is Shooting to Win.
As I said earlier, I think this bloke is a better 14. I know he's won at the mile, the Caulfield Guineas. I just thought Rich Enough did so much that race. You know, and he only beat him by a neck on that occasion. But he's come on since then. I think if it comes to sit sprint in the smaller field, it suits him. He was forward at Rosehill. He looks better again here this afternoon. Relax. He's turned a footsie, the big difference.
James McDonald's won this race 2 years ago, and it's a done deal. Can he get his second Randwick Guineas with number 5 Sweynesse?
Oh, he's a striking horse in there. He's come back in great order. I think this or the Rosehill Guineas will be his Group 1. He looks great, this horse today, Sweynesse. James McDonald's a great rider. He'll work out what's happening throughout the run. He'll be strong no matter what happens in the run, this horse Sweynesse. And if it becomes a real tussle, remember the great ones of yesteryear when Nothing Like a Dane, Saintly, Octagonal, Falante, when they topped the rise here at Randwick. I've got a feeling we might see something like that in the ensuing next few weeks and months.
6 are scratching. Number 7 is Roden Drive, to be ridden by Jimmy Cassidy. He's won 3 Randwick Guineas. We go back to 1990 on Interstellar, back when it was the Canterbury Guineas, and of course Carnegie Express, and last year on Dissident.
Look, he got the win last time out down at Kembla in a Class 2 handicap, beating the older horses. Gets the blinkers on. Quinton's always had a nice rap on this fella. Wow, it is a deep end.
It's great to see Bryce Hayes with a runner in a Group 1 and a legitimate runner, number 8, Sworn to Silence. Only had the 1 career win in its 4 starts. That was a Wyong maiden, but he's got some talent.
It was a win after he did a few things wrong. Look, his first up run this time at Rosehill was good behind Sarajevo, and then his run the other day was outstanding. He just had to go back and then go back to the inside. He was great. I think whatever he does today, he's going to be better again next time, where he's got that tactical speed. But Zach Burton's back to ride him. The blinkers go on. He's a blowout for sure.
The Girvan War Randwick Guineas over 1,600 metres. Group 1 worth $607,000, Rich, your top 4 selections.
Yeah, well, I don't think there's anything between these 3 toppies. I've gone 5 Sweynesse, 3 Shooting to Win, 1 Hallowed Crown, and 8 Sworn to Silence. 5, 3, 1, 8. But what a cracking race it is.
Well, let's find out his pick of the yard. Dean Pettit joins us to cast his eye. He's on a high after having a Dorabila 20 to 1 in the previous.
Yeah, but this game's a different ball game. Terrific lineup of 3-year-olds here, and it's hard to knock any of them. Hallowed Crown's really trained on. He looks terrific. I love his attitude. He's walking around nice and relaxed. Sweynesse looks a tad fitter, but the horse of mine is really trained up, and he looks in super order. Number 3, Shooting to Win. He's the top selection. You can see he's really tightened up nicely off that first up run, and he's a ball of muscle, and I think he's ready to produce over the mile.
And he's equal favourite at the moment with Hallowed Crown and Shooting to Win. Equal favourites are here from both of their trainers in James Cummings and also Peter Snowden.
The top one's Hallowed Crown. He's won 5 from 6. He won the Hobart Villa a fortnight ago. James Cummings joins us. Are you happy, James, today?
He's perfect, Rich. You know, he's got every opportunity to be right on the money for this. You know, our camp, all we can hope for is that he gets his opportunity to win.
The mile?
You know, the more I look at that Golden Rose, he just about ran a mile that day, and not many horses can make a wide searching run from the 700 and not take that progression and win a furlong further. So, you know, I said on radio this morning, I'm I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do over the mile, because he's not had that chance yet.
It's exciting that you've got such a top-line galloper, but there's a few other pretty handy gallopers he takes on.
Oh, well, you know, there's 4 horses here rated over 100 in their benchmark. There's a VRC Derby winner, a Caulfield Guineas winner, a horse ran within 2 lengths in the Cox Plate. So there's 3 other quality animals and a couple of other up-and-comers that might just make things interesting in a small field. So I think one of the other interesting things is 3 of the best jockeys are going to go hammer and tongs, so we'll see who's able to come out on top.
Good luck.
Thank you.
There's James Cummings. Peter Snowden joins me. Peter and Paul, of course, have got Shooting to Win. Pete, what's the difference from your bloke from a fortnight ago to today?
So they're all locked and loaded, and they're off and racing, and they came out as one. Hallowed Crown jumped well on the inside with Shooting to Win, and they pair off in the early stages from Road and Drive, followed by Swan to Silence. Swayness is going back, and Preferment is last of all. So Shooting to Win kicked away now and leads from Hallowed Crown. Road and Drive's coming up on the outside. Bowmen's looking to get away from the fence on Hallowed Crown. Cassidy tried to put him in there on Road and Drive, but he got off the rail on Hallowed Crown. Swan to Silence is 4th, and then Swayness followed by Preferment. So Shooting to Win led around the first bend. At the 1,000-metre mark, leads by 3/4 Hallowed Crown. Road and Drive is 2 away, 3rd, and neck away on the inside. Swan to Silence. Swayness in the blue colours is 2nd last, and Preferment a length and away last of all. With about 800 metres to go at the halfway down the High Street side, and the leader is Shooting to Win. Hallowed Crown sits off him about a length and a quarter away in 2nd spot, followed by Swan to Silence, and then Road and Drive. Preferment starting to edge up around the outside, and Swayness is last of the 6. He'd be about 5 or 6 off the lead. It's Shooting to Win under a tight rein coming for home. Hallowed Crown is in 2nd spot. Swayness is pinching a lot of ground. He got a dream run right along the rail here. He's come up into 3rd spot. So as they turn, and it's Shooting to Win in front. Swayness coming up on the inside. Hallowed Crown, and they've dropped Swan to Silence. Shooting to Win. He's still sitting pretty at the moment. Hallowed Crown on the outside. Swayness the inside. The 3 of them knuckle down to fight it out. Hallowed Crown is responding. Hallowed Crown hit the front. He draws away. He's a winner. Hallowed Crown goes on to win it. Beat Swayness and Shooting to Win, who looked to be jogging at the 200 but was found wanting late. And then Swan to Silence, Road and Drive, and Preferment at the back of the field.
James, congratulations. Amazing.
Well, I think he's answered the critics. He's answered the doubters there. Does this horse run a mile? He's even better over a mile.
He was just terrific. He travelled here. He didn't panic, and geez, he loves to find that line, as Mark Sheen said in the call.
Mate, Bart said to me the last 2 days, just get off the fence. I said, well, Bart, he's drawn 1 of a field of 6. It's not that easy. He said, 6 runners, easy. I told that to Hughie, and I said, look, it's really important to us. We just want to stay off the fence, and he was able to do that. You know, this horse is ranging up on the outside of Shooting to Win. The sparks are beginning to fly, and he just loves it. You know, he's always going to find late. The horse knows nothing better than just to attack the line, and he did that. He savaged it. He won again. This is the best 3-year-old in the country.
He is at the moment. He's proving too good for them, James. Now the decisions are made. Do you look for a George Ryder or a Doncaster? Is that the path?
Well, because he's a colt and he's not had to face really the fillies yet, he's well, not this preparation. He's going to go to the George Ryder, I'd say. Off the back of that, well, why wouldn't we take on the older horses? En route to the Doncaster, you know, look what he just did at the Randwick Mile today. 4 weeks' time. I hope you see him here again.
Well done, mate.
Thank you.
Hughie Bowmen, the winning rider, and Hughie, you got so much faith in this horse. You never panicked once when Blake was travelling.
No, I didn't. The thing about this colt, he's a winner, and his record says that. And I had full faith in him. Actually, at the 600, I was worried when Blake slipped around the corner and there was sort of 3 in front as we topped the rise, and I was feeling for my guy. But when I could still see Blake was still travelling really well, approaching the 250, I thought there's not much left in that tank, and my horse has got a bit in under the bonnet. So this is why we do it. It's a privilege to ride horses like this and to come here and, you know, 3 good colts there. My horse has come, or our horse has come out on top today, but I'm sure there's going to be great battles in the future. But I think our colt certainly deserves the #1 pin at this stage.
Mark Sheen said in the call, he savages the line. It wasn't just a win, he was 3/4 of a length.
Yeah, and he's a funny horse because he starts to idle when he thinks the going's getting too tough. But one thing I have learnt with him, and I learned it more so the other day in Hobartville than I did in the Golden Rose, that if you're within a length with 100 to go, he's winning.